I don't have one of my reference pictures prepped. I was hoping to have it over here, but I think I'm gonna have to look at it over here, so it'll be a funny angle. Also turning down the music on my part. Okay, I think we're gonna do this page. I skipped 2 pages. I'll probably go back to them. Wait, I want this back here. And I need one more thing. Trying to find. There's this piece from this old sketchbook that I wanted to not necessarily recreate, but use the same. What? I used Posca pens for that one, but I wanted to try it with gouache instead. There we go. These ducks here. I wanted to draw ducks again with that palette. Looks like it's like light green. Oh, the dark green for that. Dark blue, light blue, yellow, orange? Yeah, orange for some beaks. I don't think I've done any orange tests. Let me see. Impermanent yellow deep works. Love the ducks, thank you. Hi, Shy Hermit Crab. Okay, no, I did do orange tests. What do we have here? They all look kind of the same. This one's probably the best. That's rose. Whatever yellow that is. Go with that. I guess for the blue-green. I'll try this one. The sap green right here. What else? We need blues, don't we? I'm gonna go with cobalt. Just eyeballing it. Alright, let me go see if I can get my reference over here. Also that my tablet was dying and I forgot to charge it right before stream. I got it. Let me just try to slip it back here. Alright. I think I've got everything. I'm gonna scooch this a little farther over here. Get the sketch going first. This is pink, so actually it's really hard to see. So I guess I'm gonna go Actual graphite. Can't see this. Scooch that over there. Hello. 99 opossum. Pretty great. Here, let me, I keep forgetting to add the possum crowns. Oops, no, don't pin that one. And this one. Let's go. Very possumly day. This duck is going off the picture. I should scooch it over. 91? Dang. 67? Y'all are rolling really well today. Alright, scooching the duck over here. I'm like, I could have gotten away with keeping it where it was, but I don't know, being slightly off-centered was bugging me. I feel like I only draw ducks like once a year. Want to draw them more? Try to do that more often. Then I forget. There's too many things to draw. Hard to— ooh, I just crashed into my desk. Hard to choose just one. Made its head stick out too much. More duck over here. Oh, it's supposed to be over here. Burb. Yeah, I feel like so far it's been a very birdy year. Like, we're only barely 2 months in, but I feel like I've been drawing way more birds than ever. Oh, there's a slight reflection. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna do the reflection. Okay, so I'm debating whether I should paint the water first or the bird. I should paint the bird because the water's gonna be darker, so it might just bleed into everything. And since this is pink, I actually might be using some white. It's gonna be more of an off-white. Oh, I also want to block out the shadows, right? Because you can't just paint the whole thing white. So there's gonna be a dark spot here. A dark spot there. Start erasing some of these extra lines. Funky thing right here. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. How are y'all? I'm still struggling with exhaustion, but I don't know, still excited about making art. So that is what's driving me. I didn't have any lunch before this because I had a very late breakfast. Might have to a slightly longer break than usual. There's a white. I did it with a really light blue. This one one might be a little bit darker. Oh, and I need to go grab the hairdryer again. I did not prep very well for this. I'll do an orange here. Might be too orange. We'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of paint on that. The last time I tried to use these paper towels, they didn't really pick up the water very well, but I'm gonna... no, I'm just gonna let it try to dry. Just squeeze in some shading here without it touching the bill. Yeah, so my plan today was draw these ducks. I was like, I could add another duck here. And I wanted to do like a semi-realistic opossum. Maybe kind of make it like fun colors. That bill is gonna take some time. Did a very light blue for this initially. Like an aqua color. Yeah, we'll do that. I was gonna go with a darker blue, kind of like in the reference, but I don't know, sometimes teal colors are fun. I'm very green right now. Also picking up a lot of paint from the palette. This is how it looks so far. I think I need some more white. I'm starting to realize I should use a different green. One more layer of white. I'm just gonna go with this color. Even though I'm not entirely sold on it. Okay, I lied. I'm adding yellow. Going through an identity crisis over here. At least the beak is drying while I'm doing this. The pink bleeding through is actually kind of interesting looking. Okay, I like want to start drawing over here. I'm worried that my hand's gonna touch the bill. I like do it at an angle here. Made it too tiny. It's like that big. I should start with the body instead of the head, because then it's hard to tell where the rest of the body's gonna end up. The water in this reference photo is like greener than this. It kind of makes it look a little bit radioactive. I might change that a bit. I'm gonna like look up how to make a teal color. I might have the right paints for it. This one says yellow and green. Wait a second. Oh, turquoise. Actually, I'm not sure how their chart is working. Actually, read it. Blue and a yellow? Hmm. Maybe just like a tiny bit of yellow. Our watercolors already have this one that's pre-mixed. I like rarely use it. And it's a really muddy green. Phthalo green, phthalo blue, and a little bit of white. Okay. Have any of those? Oh, I don't. I thought I would. Might just have it for watercolor then. Okay, that actually looks really nice. Looks better on the paper than on the palette. Okay, so this is dry, except for the beak, and I'm worried that it's going to make a weird texture at the end. But I also don't want to tap it with a piece of paper either, because that might also make it a weird texture. So far the Viridian and Cobalt Blue is the winner. I'm gonna get a different palette out. I'm running out of wells. %, shark. 50-50. Not 73. Pretty good. I don't think anybody's gotten below 60. Today, at least. Like, this duck needs to be brighter. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to go get more white paint. Titanium white. Does it actually have titanium in it? Titanium dioxide. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, can I actually get it open though? Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. At least it's not like acrylic where it actually turns into like plastic. Leave it over here for now. A very white compound. And what does dioxide do? 2 atoms of oxygen in a molecule. Okay. Clearly I did well in my chemistry class. The concept of chemistry is very cool, but combining math and science, a little bit too much. Oh god. Got so much paint on this. I'm not used to working with wet gouache paint. Like, kind of weird. Hard to tell how much water to add. Oxide, oxygen. Spot up here is too similar to the color down here. Figure out what to do about that. I guess this has to be darker too. Wondering if I should just use Viridian. This floating beak right here. Actually, I should cover the eye, because right now it's kind of weird that I'm just avoiding coloring that part. I just feel mixed about using flat brushes. They're nice, but then it's kind of hard to get the details in there. Okay, let's see. It's not too dark. It's not too bad. Not very thick. I mean, as long as I keep letting the layers dry. '91 Opossum. You have so many 90s today, that's great. Also, howdy. %. I mean, it's still up there. I haven't done mine. Watch, it's gonna be like 10%. Been rolling really low. 40. Okay, it's fine. I get an F. The other half is always Darko. Yeah, it's true. I don't have a shark tail on this model. Do that someday. Looks like you're able to get some real teal going. Yeah, it was slow. It's not as bright as I was hoping. Let me see. I think I just might have to cheat and buy a teal. Some of the brighter colors are hard to make. They look like... Ugh, wait, can't see it. Okay, it's not too bad. I just got my finger in it. Forget how big that other sketchbook is in comparison. That was hard to do sketchbook streams with because it was hard to get the camera in place. Let that dry. Continue with this guy. It needs more green. A little bit too... Oh no. Monochromatic. Maybe get some yellow in there. At first I was complaining about the yellow, but it might be necessary. Oh, that was... I mean, it's accurate to the reference, but I don't know if I like that. I'm just gonna color the whole thing. Screw it. Seems like underpaintings are the way to go here, even though this poor paper can't handle a lot of layers. Looking forward to the contrast. Thanks. I hope it turns out okay. Yeah, gouache, I think more so than watercolor, is very much a trust the process thing. There's a lot of uncertainty at the beginning. But I feel like this one's coming together. This one, we'll see what's going on. Might as well give it an orange beak so it looks like something. Go hydrate. So that is still wet. I don't know if I want to keep the white of the paper or if I should just put a layer of white over it. I'm gonna put a layer of white over it, see what happens. Ever so slightly blue. think this needs to be lighter. I think I might have too heavy of a contrast. Maybe greener too. It's a little bit too blue right now. Doesn't match the water as much. This is still drying. How many more minutes do we have till ads? Look at like 7 more. I think I might run them early so I can go grab the hairdryer. What else? I feel like I'm missing something. Hairdryer. Already got the paint. I think that's good. I think that's it. Alright. I'll be back. Quick break so I could dry this faster. Okay, we're back. Yeah, it's a little bit more dry now. Hold on, is this the best focusing we can do? I made it blurrier. Seems like that's the best. Alright, back to it. This still needs to be lighter. I wonder about this. Although, let me see. Let me try to finish this one up, actually. This is getting muddy here. This needs to be darker. Okay, this bottom area should actually be even darker, so... Go. Not a lot of pigment in this. The duck lost part of its chest. Oh no. The Winsor & Newton gouache dries a lot faster in the palette. If I ever go through this Viridian, I don't usually use. I think I'm gonna get a different brand. Yeah, I'm starting to think that I should have done dark to light instead, because I'm catching myself doing a bunch of layers. See if I could squish this reflection in here. Ooh, that is bright. Perhaps too bright. Okay, that kind of works. Wasn't really expecting that. Let's leave this guy alone for now. Well, actually no, I think I could do something with the body here. I don't know if I want to keep it blue. Oh, we need some yellow in here, a dash of it. I'm trying to think of a different gouache piece I did on the sketchbook. Oh, it was the... over here. There's like a lot of smeariness happening. But yeah, I'm finding this one to be more difficult now than this one. Now that I figured out the color scheme. I think this needs another coat. What exactly? What I'm struggling with. Okay, I'm gonna try to make the water darker again. I'm gonna try to use the same blue we have going on here, but probably less layers. My daughter just came in going all over your ducks. Thank you. I really want to give them eyes at this point, because they just kind of look haunting. Alright, I'm gonna do another layer of white right here. See if we can wrap it up. I think the bill needs one little line. Make it darker. Oh, that is not darker. Again. I should use a smaller brush for this lining. I feel like I need a brush in between these two sizes. What is this, a 6? I don't think I have anything smaller than that. I have a 4. Cute. Okay. Doesn't look like I've used this before. There's like no paint on it. I don't like the skinny one. Same. Now we're going with it. Okay. Part of what I like about the skinny one is it doesn't hold as much water. Some water bleeding through. Alright, we're going back to the small one. This. Okay, I'm calling this one done. This blob right here, it bothers me, but I feel like if I keep going over it, it's gonna make the paper worse. Actually, maybe a tiny midge yellow on the top of its head. Like it's done, and then proceeds to not be done. This one has been tricky. Needs brighter spots right here. Okay, let's see how that dries. It usually dries way darker because it's absorbing the paint underneath it. Maybe I just put a little bit of water in the wet paint. It's just not flowing very well. I made this duck too long. I think the water should go up here. Okay. I wonder if I should blow that tree. Like, anything else I want to... I'm like debating about going over this. Cleaning it up a bit, but... Screw it. We're doing it. No regrets. Alright, we'll see how that dries. I think... losing a little bit of patience over this one. I think I'm just gonna go blast it with the hairdryer. I will be back. Top is still wet, but at least I gave it a head start. I think I'm just gonna start painting the beak with this tiny brush. I made this beak too round. I have to go up here and push some stuff around. Honk. Howdy, Bandito. How goes ducking? It's actually kind of hard. Kind of struggling. But you know what? Fine. Good practice. Also, there's some cool colors happening. Some happy accidents. I'm left with the bill. Way. Rough stuff. I'm like, really? Did I make that color? I want that color back. Alright, this guy finally gets an eye. Or do they? Realize the paint has dried up. There's another reflection thing, so I'm gonna try to push it in here. Duck eyes are probably the easiest thing because they're just little dots. Nothing too complicated. So I'm hesitant about outlining the whole thing. At least with this color, it might be too harsh, but you know what? We're going with it. Okay, that's not too bad. not super chatty, Jay. I'm just... I don't know what to talk about other than... painting itself. Be like a very light layer of white right here. Let's see. Light, but that is very bright. It might dry a little darker though. They're looking so cute. Ah, thank you. Certainly been a journey trying to figure this out. Oh, thanks. That means a lot. It was kind of tricky. Well, there's a lot of happy accidents happening. Now that I look at this guy, I wonder if I could push it even darker down here. I regret it, but no, we're doing it. Maybe a little watery. It's having a time. And get rid of some of the water. Never hurts to push values. True. I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like, very rarely have I been like, dang, I regret pushing the values. Usually I regret not pushing it enough. Little duck cheeks. Do ducks have cheeks? They kind of look like they got cheeks going on. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't know if I've ever held a duck. Plenty of chickens. But ducks? Probably. Probably just been so long. Gotta be similar. I was like, chickens definitely don't have the cheeks though, unfortunately. Ducks stay cute. I'm not saying chickens aren't cute, but once they turn into juveniles, they're not as cute, whereas ducks look pretty much just as cute as when they're little ducklings. Still very soft. Yeah, they got that going on. They're also easier to take care of. You don't have to have a pond for them. Lower maintenance. Like, how wild would it be if I added a little bit of yellow there? It might be bright. I regret this, but yeah. Is this watercolor or gouache? It is gouache. My frenemy. I was like, if gouache is my frenemy, I think watercolor is my friend. Although it's harder to fix mistakes with watercolor. Vibrant, yeah, that's what I really like about it. Not violent, I didn't even read it. Violent colors. Oh shit, I didn't mean to put that there. Back. This guy doesn't have little dots. Dashes, whatever these are. Well, alright. Not too shabby. At first I thought I was gonna go over it with like a lot of colored pencil, but I'm really liking how it looks. So that's good. I'll just have to let this dry. How much more time? It's still too early for an ad break. Alright, let me think. I want to make a possum portrait for the second one. Like, my first instinct is to make it purple, but I'm trying to make it just more like a general possum, not my Sona. A grays, probably. Adorbs, thank you so much. Also, shout out to Unsplash for providing the reference images. Oh wait, there's like a tiny spot that's bugging me. Hide that. There we go. I'm like, looks like gray is boring. I'm like, maybe not gray. There's a gray adjacent. I could just do a monochromatic thing. I feel like pink would be wild. Red would be kind of aggressive. A green possum. Or I could just start painting and see what happens. Probably do that. Alright, well I'm like, yeah, I should let this dry. I'm gonna go zap it. I might as well just run the ads. We've been running ads a little bit earlier today. Alright, but here we go. I'll be back. Okay, we are back. Better turn on the overhead light. So I'm gonna. I think this is dry enough. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna use this page because the paper is way less abused over here. Get this guy out of here. I wonder if I should try to tape it. A taped border. Be a little fancy. Inch tape? I don't know if that's gonna be too obnoxious, but... Oh, where are my scissors? Okay. It got like really dark right there. Causing that. Oh well. Well, actually this is one page. I'm gonna hop on over and do this one instead. %? Dang. Not a very possum day. I think I got 60%? 40%? Something that wasn't high. It wasn't low, but it wasn't high either. No possum. Tape is looking very festive. I actually bought this tape like years ago. It was a whole pack. I couldn't find any washi tape at the art store except for this. And it was a whole pack of different colors. I even gave a friend one of them. I think it was the yellow one. I still haven't gone through it all. But it works well for borders, like skinny borders, because it's a little bit thinner than standard washi tape. Just pause. I could probably make both commands work. Lost some evenness over here. Whatever. 27. Woofda. 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 Nah, I can't recognize that. Alright, well, despite all this low possum percentage, I'm actually gonna try to draw a possum. Where did my pencil sharpener go? Gonna be lurking cause gaming? That's cool. Have a good gaming session. Thank you for the lurk. Ooh, we do like a good lurker boost. So I'm like, it will be circular, so this part's gonna get cut off. I'm gonna keep its little tiny eyes. I'm trying to... We'll see if I don't make it super furry. Like with my furry style. Okay, in that case, the eyes actually are going to be bigger. Made them too small. Opossums actually have pretty big eyes. I guess my Sona style isn't completely... what am I call it? Out of character? Unrealistic? I'm not realistic. Okay, possum portrait. Here we go. Kept being undecided on the colors. Gray's a funny one. Dark. Wait, let me increase the brightness. That might be a little bit better. I genuinely can't tell. My monitor was too far away. What about script? We're going gray. We're going gray. We're going blue. That's the closest thing to gray. Sometimes. Also, I have so much blue. Look at that. We have all the flavors of blue. Guess maybe I'm gonna shift its neck farther back. Instead of it looking like a portrait, be leaning in. And I'm like, is Opossum gonna be darker in the background, or is the background gonna be darker? I think we're gonna make background lighter for now. Start with a pink first, and we'll see what happens. Where did my other clip go? I don't know if this was the original, but... got a bot right there. Okay, dark eyes. What about purpley? Kind of the same what I used for the ears. Ooh, that is kind of muddy, but what happens when you don't take care of your palette like I do. Opossum looks a little bald without the little line down the forehead, so... 20% Opossum. The possumness has left. What is this animal? Ah, ah. The blue animal. You don't see the familial resemblance? Could possibly be anything. Truth. Opossum joins the Blue Man group. Wait, so if you're That'd be like assuming that anybody who's blue is part of the blue men group. I might change the colors, but this is what we got so far. I was just having such a hard time with grays. Got pretty wild with the colors. The painting before. Where is it? But that was easier because it was just like white and blue. Ducks. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, I just need to draw ducks more often. They're so good. Maybe a mallard next time. They have fun colors. At least the male ones do. I mean, the female ones have a interesting brown texture. Let that dry a bit. Alright, just... I don't know, maybe I need to look at like references or something. Something... palette references. This monochromatic colors. They want something. I'm like, I could probably make it a more, I don't know. I'm saying a sad color palette, but that's not it. Cooler colors, muted colors. There's something about gouache that's fun to do, like really bright ones. What if the possum face is like a light orange instead? Complementary colors. That might be cool. I do regret making this all blue, but we'll see if we can fix it. I think this background needs to be even lighter. Being a bit. I'm like, now that I think about it, have I done a gouache opossum that wasn't, like, more of a furry style? I don't think so. Actually, you know what? I should do a palette. I think I'm gonna use Oscar to try to mimic it. Not like I did with the other one. Wait, actually, look at this. Pink, blue, purple. Maybe it's the orange that would be good. Okay, mine changed again. Let's see. I might have to change my water. It's getting really muddy. It's like making everything else kind of muddy. Yeah, maybe something like the left side, a little bit more bold. Okay, I'm gonna go dry this, and we'll be back. And change the water. I'll be back again. messed up on the eye. Put it way too far apart. I don't know, maybe we will just go back to gray. I mean, the blue is kind of fun, but... Thoughts? Oh, we went super wild. I went that super bright pink. The camera can't even comprehend how pink that is. Think of like highlighter pink. That would be a lot. I don't like in that light green over there. Light yellow would actually be nice too. Yeah, because this is technically acrylic paint. Be less of a problem with it picking up what's beneath it. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the yellow. So I need a spot to put this on. This color combo right here. Sometimes palettes do cool things. Oh wait, does it even need the white? It's already a very light yellow. Might not actually. I want to use a different brush for this because it might damage the bristles. Fortunately, this is the best thing I've got. I stopped I stopped painting with acrylics a long time ago. I haven't really updated my brushes. Okay, well, it has a funky underpainting. I don't think I'm gonna need this anymore, so I'm just gonna put it away. Okay, I guess I gotta start working on the ears. Right, this is actually kind of throwing me back to when I painted the crow. I thought I was doing an awful job, but I don't know. It grew on me. La criatura. Indeed. Howdy for pigeons. When did that start becoming a thing? That everyone was saying it in Spanish. The critter. I just only noticed like an uptick. I think it was like last year. A lot of people started saying it. Opossum's so funny fur. It's just like... It's like there's like gray and white and black fur all at once. Everywhere. Kinda like graying, but permanently. Salt and pepper, I guess? Right, I need to redraw the eye. It's over here-ish. I don't know, I could have gotten away with not drawing an eye. I was hoping it'd be a different color. Looks exactly the same. Okay, I should go dry this so I can keep working on it. I'll be back. It's gonna be very textured. I'm wondering if white would be too bright, but whatever, we're going with it. Yeah, I'm starting to think it's a little bit too bright. Maybe like a chunk instead, rather than a bunch of tiny little bristles. Yeah, because every time the white dries, it seems to be like going into the background color. Oh my goodness, a raid. Thank you so much. See if I can get a shout out. Boss gang. Oh, you were doing art too? Well, if you have any art tags, feel free to send me a link. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, just try to draw this little possum fella. What were y'all up to? I was drawing possums as well. Amazing. But yeah, no pressure if you want to share. Also, if you need to raid and run, do some self-care. No worries, and thank you so much for the raid. Always happy to see a fellow opossum. Oh yeah, feel free to post your blue sky. Like, I don't have screen. But here, I'll take a screenshot. Oh, there it is. Oh, right. I forgot I turned it into a hat. Here we go. Let's fix this. Like, yeah, give a follow. Amazing art. Love the blues and the reds. Also, like, the emotion. Yeah. Also, always happy to see more art. Definitely. I feel like us as artists, we need to post more. And not like in a capitalistic way, but like in a share art way. Thank you so much for the raid. Lovely art. And give them a follow. I'm like wondering if I should add a red to the ears. That would be too much. %, opossum. Dang. Still better. I was gonna say it's better than I got, but actually I might have gotten 60%. Actually, I don't know if I like the red. It's drying. I don't think I like it right there, specifically. I think it needs like some more texture on the face. Some little lines. I don't know if that was too many lines. But they're there. Oh. I'm like thinking it might be done. Can I do stars? Do they fit? I'm going back and forth between doing blue or red. Orange? I feel like orange, a dark orange. If I was feeling super, I don't know, precious about it, I feel like doing it with colored pencil would be wise, but going for it. I want to squeeze star over here. Close enough. Okay, I think I will do the pink on the ears. I don't know why I decided not to do it earlier. I'm like the present. Okay, so it's like... Ooh, that is bright. It'll probably fade though. I don't know if I like that. Regrets. It's fading. Okay, we'll see what happens. We got an ad starting. Alright. Get the ad going. Alright, I'll be back. Actually, never mind. I'll stay here. The ad will go in the background. Like, looking... I wonder if I should do anything over here. I don't have to fill the sketchbook all the time. I always have to remind myself it doesn't have to happen. It's okay to leave just some pages. What's behind here? Oh, it's the duck. It'll be fine. I'm like... I'm gonna count how many pages are left. It's a lot. I think I'm a third way through. I'm at 15, 16. Okay, so over 100 pages. Yeah, I'm fine skipping this. I just realized it's like pretty much the primary colors right there. Yeah, over 100. Wait, let me look at the listing. How many this is like typically. Those are Royal Talons. Wait, why isn't it telling me how many sheets it is? 80 sheets, so... what is that? $160? So I've done about 60 pages. A little bit under. Okay. Wait, no, then that would be... That'll be like... This is... divided by 160. Like a third, right? I don't know how to do my percentage math now that I think about it. Okay, ads are almost over. Also, I don't think they're actually playing as many ads as they are telling me. Ad revenue has gone down a lot lately. Okay, we're gonna do healing. Oh, thank you for the follow. Traditional, indeed. It's like, yeah, there actually isn't a lot of traditional. Also, not everyone tags it. It's hard to find sometimes. It's actually peeling off really nicely. Watch me jinx it. It's kind of like tear. Whoop. Okay, so far so good. I don't think I've taped with this paper before. This paper seems to be quite compatible with this particular tape. Yeah, no tears. Oh, nice. Wow, a clean border. Does make it look a little nicer. I don't know, something about it. But there's also something nice about it being a little bit scribblier. But I feel like I have to worry less about being careful. I could just be like, bleh. Yeah. Over 100 pages left. Yeah, that looks like about a third. I skipped a couple pages here. I have 2 spreads I still haven't done up behind here. Came out really well. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like maybe use it as a profile pic for something. Love how the fur is textured. Yeah, that came out better than I intended. It kind of gives it a almost like colored pencil look, kind of. But because it's like more opaque than colored pencil, I don't know, I like it. I was surprised. At first I was like, what am I doing? And now I'm like, hey, not too bad. I swear, every time, it's very rare that I do a gouache piece that I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good about this at the beginning. Such a trust the process medium. Alright, well, I should raid out. I'm probably gonna have to raid and run because I have not eaten any lunch. It is dinner time. Alright, thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, let's raid J Blue Cloud hanging out here earlier. Alright. Thanks so much for hanging out. See y'all next week. Goodbye.